In a cozy little hole in the wall of a farmhouse lived a tiny mouse named Milo. Milo was the smallest mouse in the entire field, but what he lacked in size, he made up for in bravery. Every night, while the other mice slept, Milo would sneak outside to explore the world under the soft glow of the moon. One night, as Milo scurried through the tall grass, he saw something shining on the horizon. It was a sparkling river, shimmering like silver under the moonlight. Milo had heard tales of the great river, but no mouse had ever dared to cross it. The river was said to be dangerous, with fast currents and slippery rocks. But Milo, being the curious and brave little mouse he was, felt a spark of excitement. He wanted to see what was on the other side. "I'm going to cross the river," Milo declared to himself, his tiny heart racing with excitement. With determination, he scampered down to the riverbank. The water rushed by, and the rocks were wet and smooth. Milo knew he would have to be careful. Step by step, he began hopping from one rock to another, using his little paws to keep his balance. The river's current tugged at his tail, but Milo pressed on, focusing on his goal. Suddenly, one of the rocks beneath him shifted, and Milo slipped. He tumbled into the river with a splash, and for a moment, he was swept away by the current. But Milo didn't panic. He remembered the old mouse saying, "Sometimes you have to go with the flow." Milo swam as hard as he could, letting the current carry him downstream while he kept his head above water. Finally, he spotted a fallen log near the riverbank and grabbed onto it. With a heave, he pulled himself out of the water, soaked but safe. Milo shook himself off and looked around. He had made it to the other side of the river. The moonlit land on the other side was even more beautiful than he had imagined. There were fields of wildflowers that glowed in the night, and tall trees that seemed to touch the stars. Milo felt a surge of pride. He had done what no other mouse had ever dared to do. But just as he was about to explore, he heard a soft whimper. Following the sound, Milo found a small bird with a hurt wing sitting under a bush. The bird looked up at him with big, frightened eyes. "Please help me," the bird chirped weakly. "I can't fly and I'm lost." Milo's heart filled with compassion. "Don't worry," he said gently. "I'll help you get home." Using a soft leaf as a bandage, Milo carefully wrapped the bird's wing. Then, with the bird resting on his back, Milo began the journey back to the other side of the river. This time, instead of trying to cross the rocks again, Milo spotted a sturdy branch that had fallen across the river, forming a natural bridge. Step by step, he walked across, making sure the bird was safe. When they reached the other side, the bird looked up at Milo with gratitude. "Thank you, brave mouse," the bird chirped. "You saved me." Milo smiled. "We all need help sometimes," he said. "And I was happy to help." The bird flew off once its wing healed, and word of Milo's bravery spread throughout the fields. The other mice no longer saw Milo as the smallest mouse. They saw him as the bravest. From that night on, Milo's moonlit adventures continued, but now he knew that even the bravest adventurers sometimes need to go with the flow, and helping others makes any journey worthwhile.